Come on in, Chuck. Come on in.
Welcome to Orochi Tower, the heart and nerve center of the Orochi Group corporate family. Together, we form 8 heads facing forward to an innovative horizon. We see limitations as a challenge and the impossible as a dare. We will push boundaries. We will pursue excellence. We will change the world. Orochi Group, we will. Please enjoy your visit and have a dynamic day.
Whoa, whoa! The tension between you two is so... Oh, just drop the weapons and get to the apocalyptic Barney mugging already. Why don't we all kiss and make up, hmm?
There are no good demons. Not even dead demons.
Bank's closed, huh? Maybe now's not the time to rumble, eh? Maybe we've got more pressing matters. I mean, are you two really going to force me to be the voice of reason? Me? Ducky, just for tonight, just for kicks, let's do what we do best. The skills we usually sharpen on each other's skulls. Let's use them on a common foe instead. Imagine the look on the evil 8-headed farmer's faces when he sees the dog, the cat, and the rat all coming down on him packing heat and purpose. Priceless. We can get back to playing chin music on each other tomorrow. Promise. We'll stay down here, pinning down the Tin Men and Mooks. You're going up. Access to the highest levels is restricted to upper management. So you'll have to obtain access from the highbrows on the levels you can get into. Dig? Ha! You're the kitten's ankles. Let me put you wise. Be careful. The corporate world is weird. And these are weird days. Anyone crucified on that 9 to 5 cross might go a little... Second door?
Welcome to the QBL Media branch of Orochi. QBL Media. We are the world. Do not panic. Do not panic. Do not panic. Do not panic. Welcome to Faust Capital. Faust Capital. It's in the details. Welcome to the Zagan branch of Orochi. Zagan, feeding excellence.
I'm busy. Yes? Please, I'm very busy. I'm busy.
You will die back, or we shall be forced to cancel your life.
Do not panic. Do not panic. Do not panic. Do not panic.
A familiar face. Congratulations. You have come a long way, which makes it all the more painful to now ask you to kindly turn around. Whatever you do in the Orochi Tower today, I promise you, it will not impact how Orochi conducts business tomorrow. I would save you the time and pain. Terrible events have occurred. Lilith has done something misguided and horrific. But I have it in hand now. Heroism is my favorite delusion. The posture of your every step betrays it. In a certain Milton-esque light, you may be correct, but your white hat is stained. Your secret society is in the old business of domination. You are the intruder here today. Please leave. This does not have to be adversarial. I do not wish to see this planet destroyed any more than your masters do. I've put a lot of work onto it. Let me be about my business. I have been at it much longer than you. There is no dissuading you. Shall we use the opportunity to conduct an experiment? What happens when you set an irresistible force against an immovable object? Let's find out. Did you ever wonder why so many Orochi personnel seem so unprepared for the dangers they faced out in the field? Did you really think you were the only one who could cheat death? Did you think your organization was the only one that could find those individuals whose lips taste of honey? Allow me to introduce you to the Mitsubachi. Still, you continue. There is an artifact of junk programming in your brain, a broken line of code in the DNA of your species. The irresistible tendency towards self-destruction. You can see this in the repeated atrocities of history, or even in the simple act of procrastination. If you see the edge of the abyss, you needs must leap. I have been a facilitator of your kind's boundless desire to destroy itself. Since the beginning, you are an exceptional footnote in a text one could not even leaf through in a star's life cycle. So I invite you to contemplate how quickly my eyes glows over you. Don't take it personally. You are the product of an imperfect creation. Infants abundant on the doorstep of technology. And now, after all these years, your estranged mother comes back to you through an insect's mouth to tell you she always loved you best. Well, if you believe that, our marketing focus groups would like to hear from you. tenacious and talented. I won't waste elaborate verbal flourishes. Let me pay you the compliment of being very plain. Lilith has shown a terrible lapse in judgment. It will be dealt with. But she is my wife, and off limits to you. I want to be inescapably clear. If you harm her, I will destroy you. There is more than one way to destroy something. Whole unknown dimensions of oblivion. If you continue, the person who walked into this building today will no longer exist. And your secret society will come to regret it. I will not hesitate. I will not twirl my mustache. I do not make idle threats. You do not understand. Gaia is dying. It is our responsibility to find ways to replace her before it's too late. Lilith was trying to...
Here we are again. How are your legs? Have we come to that part already? I've done this dance so many times. The game board is wiped clean, the game board is reassembled. It all blurs. But before we dance this time, maybe I could impart some knowledge to you. I'm not going anywhere. I do apologize if I was a touch melodramatic last time. Bad day. When you cross from age to age, you tend to create new versions of yourself, and I have been so many me's. A scientist, a priestess, a ravening monster. Did I seem bad last time? I've been much worse.
Oh, you should have seen me in the Second Age. You should have seen Samael in the beginning. So terrible. So beautiful. A passion that could extinguish civilizations. It frightened me. Thrilled me. I followed him into eternity on a promise. Where did it all go wrong? Somewhere in the millennia, I realized Samael had lost his rage. It was his fiery words that convinced me to turn against my own species. To tear reality down. All for him. And now he's grown comfortable in humanity's world? Betrayal by apathy. Complacency snuffed out his beauty. The promise withered on the vine. I hated him for that. He lost his conviction. But I didn't. I kept to the old plan. We were so close at the end of the Third Age. We found a Gaia engine. We had nearly unearthed it. We dug so very carefully. The dreaming one stirred to momentary wakefulness. And so very sleepily, it strangled the world. Years passed. 1,000? Time moves strangely when the ages flip. Again, I searched. Just a century ago, a Norwegian explorer found a city entombed in the ice of Antarctica. He vanished, and I spent the next 10 decades following his trail. I used a woman, a simplistic fool, to urge Aveline Belmont into doing most of the chasing for me. And I found it. A Gaia engine, buried in the ice.
Lilith.
Deal with this if you want to hear more from me. These creatures are just fragments of their dreams, you know. This is what they think birds look like. And now, they have a human mind in their collective. A new subconscious vocabulary to add to their parlance. What dreams may come. But we were talking about the Gaia engine. The Orochi group wanted the engine to create limitless energy. I wanted it to create the manacles that would chain the dreaming ones to my will. Do you honestly think, given the people you work for, that your arrogance is any less than mine? It's just played out on a much more limited scale. My plans frayed, then unraveled. The morning light slipped my control. Philip Markard tried to kill me! Me! Bad little cultists. They must be punished. Abandoned by Samael, and bereft of the sun cult I'd taken such care in growing, I retreated to the tower. I've expanded my research. I could cleanse the filth from Tokyo. But to do that, I would need a working Gaia engine. And to activate an engine, I would need Emma. I wasn't lying to you when I said I needed Emma. Oh, but you denied me Emma. You denied Kaiden respite from its nightmare. It would all be over now. But you had the arrogance to interfere in events greater than yourself. You presumptuous...
I am the pirate signal. Let me in. I am the word virus. Let me in. I am the earworm. Let me in. I am the brain pathogen grammar. I am the dreamer's dream. I am what I am. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in.
Everything you do crude, clumsy, and boorish? Their dreams are terribly virile. Their dreams are terribly virile. I created a monster. Not for the first time. I handed Markard the morning light on a platter. But he adjusted the doctrine ever so slightly. By subtle degrees, the morning light turned on me. I wanted to control the dreaming ones. He wants to unleash them all. He's communed with them. He wants to become like them. Right now, He is the most...
Can't stop it, Lilith. You drink from a broken cup. Everything but everything wakes up.
John! Sweet John! I thought you were afraid of me.
Oh, I am. I am. I am. But Chuck gave me courage. I gave the blackness a brain. Now all we need is your heart.
I vaguely remember you, John. The shy pervert. Search the shallow dung heap that is your soul and tell me truly if you think you can beat me.
I can't. Oh, I can't. I can't. I can't. But I don't have to beat you. I just have to distract you until they come.
What? No! Not now!
Be not afraid, Lilith. We are past the agency of screams.
No! No!
Lilith, Screech Owl, I bind you. By your 17 names, I bind you. By your hidden 18th name, I bind you. Kisikililaki, I bind you. That Samael should couple with a talking ape. You. I smell the dreaming ones upon you. They offered you gifts. I smell your choices. Reap what you have sown. Reap what you have sown. Reap what you have sown. Remember this.
Be mindful of the voices. They will whisper in your sleep. Make the right choices. And be mindful of the voices. They corrupt.
Oh, thought you were pushing up daisies for keeps. Say, you seem different. This one look different to you, Golson? Come on. You of all people know a little something about this. In beta? Bunch of sour pussies. Fine. We're all arch enemies again.
Where are my manners? May I introduce Pit and Pendulum? They are the baleful manifestation of the displeasure of those above. I'm sorry, gentlemen, I can never seem to remember which one of you is worse. Dame Julia. Sin Eaters. Grotesque duo, aren't they? Their embossed business cards read, Necessary Evil. It would seem the old guard is upset, and some of them have more restraint than others. They think the dragon got the upper hand in Tokyo. They're right, of course, but that misses the point. This is the point. You did the impossible. You are the new blood. You are on the rise, and that makes them uncomfortable. Some will give you grudging respect. Some will desire you to fail. In the future, we will have to make a better showing against the dragon. Right or wrong, the old guard will use any perceived slip against us politically. Do you feel that? The curtain falls. After a brief intermission, it will rise on a whole new act of our plot. You are the new blood, and you've only just begun to rise. We are going to anger more than a few gray beards before we're done, you and I.
QBL Media News. We are the world. Tonight's top story. Authorities have identified several individuals connected with the as-yet unidentified radical political group which made the recent terrorist attack on Kaiden, Tokyo. Authorities have released images of the suspects. The suspects were recently seen in Kaiden, despite the quarantine wall. Officials state that these suspects are involved with a still active death cult and are to be considered extremely dangerous. Do not approach. Report any sightings to authorities. We will keep you updated as the eyes of the world turn on the most wanted fugitives of the century.